What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. I want to speak on a topic that's going on, man, right now in the world. Well, the country. In the country, the Tyre Nichols case. Well, this was a young man who was killed as a result of his injury that he sustained from 5 Memphis police officers on January the 7th. He died 3 days later in the hospital as a result of his injuries, and the public is outraged as a result of his action, the officers' actions. As another brother died from the hands of police violence. Now, the officers were 5 of the officers involved were all charged with second-degree homicide along with kidnapping. And let's talk about the situation, man. Crazy thing, this was actually black officers. Now, rarely do we see things like this, you know. I did have a young buddy of mine who actually got killed by a black police officer also. And even though the family won a lawsuit as a result of him being killed by the police officer, money can't bring back your loved ones, and all the money in the world ain't worth a person's life when you lose somebody. And I know a lot of times when these situations happen, people be like, oh man, they finna sue, they finna get a lot of money. Ain't nobody caring about no money when you done lost a father, a brother, a cousin, a nephew, a mother, a sister. Nobody caring about no money, but that be the mentality of people who not affected by what happens. I know money comes afterwards when you feel like there's nothing else you can do. But when you hear about them things, man, you want justice. You want vengeance. So in this case, in this situation, it's always sad because it just looked terrible when, again, you see what's happening. So you have 5 black police officers, and they really trying to put that out there, man. They have, and they way with broadcasting and talking about that. Even when you hear the news people talk about it, they like 5 black police officers, like really 5 black police officers. So forget their names. Ain't no Officer McCall and Officer Monroe and Officer Smith. 5 black police officers are like, I guess we shouldn't hire no black police officers. No, they don't know what they doing, huh? They messed that up, huh? Man, get out of here with that trash. See, it be stuff like that just piss me off at times. But it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure by now, y'all who tuned into this saw some of the videos that they released. They say they released 4 videos, but they broke in pieces and things like that. I can't make a full speculation of everything, so I'm only going to talk about what's out there that we know. And I want to be careful about that because same thing what just happened not too long ago with the Takeoff situation. Y'all remember when Takeoff got killed? First they were saying his cousin did it. Migo Bands accidentally shot his own guy, his own family member, because that's all you saw the first 2 days. Then the next day after that, they were talking about Cam, the yellow hoodie guy. Had us fooled. We thought it was him. Then out of nowhere, the person nobody thought, they saying he got shot by the DJ. The officers, police and them did. They had all the footage. They had the real footage. We were just going off internet clips. And even people who were saying they was there was blaming it on the yellow hoodie guy. And blaming it on Migo Bands. When in reality, it was the DJ that killed Takeoff. So we want to be careful of the things that floating around social media and what they releasing to us. Now they said they have on a street light, because you know they got cameras and street lights, and you brothers better be mindful of that too. They say the street light cameras caught what went on. So the whole thing is on the street light cameras. So they supposed to be releasing that soon. So that's going to show everything. But the parts I did see, man, I want to talk about, man, because either way this go, this is a lose-lose situation. This is a lose-lose situation. Because we got five black police officers facing murder and kidnapping. Then we got one black brother dead as a result of this. So either way it go, we took a loss on both ends. Some things I do want to address that's senseless in a lot of these shootings that we see. And I'm one of them ones, man, I don't go by what people be saying, like, oh, you hear about another, the police killed a black guy. I ain't like other people, like, oh, they killed him. No, I want to see the tapes. I want to see the video. I want to see what led up to the killing. I ain't just one that you could put the cables on and I'm just gun-ho. Let's go get him. Let's go do this. No. I need to see what happened. I need to see what went on. I need to look at all the evidence. And when I be looking into this stuff, a lot of these, I'm keeping it 100. It's sad on both ends, but some of these killings could be avoided if brothers just actually cooperated with authorities. Some of this stuff could be avoided, literally. And you don't want to put your freedom in the hands of someone else when you already at a disadvantage. Same thing I saw in this situation right here. They pulled a brother over for reckless driving. He refused to get out of the car. So they snatching him out of the car. He resisting. He won't put his hand behind his back. He won't let them apprehend him and cuff him. He get up, take off running from them. Now you done pissed them off because now they got to chase you for 4-5 minutes. Now they trying to chase him with all that equipment on. Couple of them overweight, so they tired and mad as hell. Then they finally catch him, and he's still not trying to let them arrest him, handcuff him. But you only getting pulled over for reckless driving unless it's more to that story than what they releasing to us, because they want to make it look bad for the brothers. You never know. Politics is a mother. You never know. But I'm saying, like, if you didn't do nothing and you innocent, why are you taking off running? Why are you resisting? Then the brothers and them get them, they steady tussling with each other. 3-4 officers trying to get them down. They macing him. You still ain't trying to. They finally get him in custody after hitting them and things like that, you know. And that's when it's worse for me, like that. Once the cuffs on and this brother is detained to the point that he is no longer a threat to y'all in any type of way, you have no right to put your hands on him. Because there's no need for that. Now I can get where sometimes officers have to get aggressive as a result of a person resisting. And you got guns and tasers on you and ain't no telling the person resisting gonna reach in and grab your pistol. I understand a hostile situation. It can be on both ends. I'm not just trying to speak just because I'm a civilian, but I can understand it from police officers too to some degree. Which leads me to these two questions. If the officers was white, would have resisted? Would he have took off running if that was 5 white police officers? That's just something to take into consideration. My second question is just like that. If this was a white man, would they have been so aggressive against him, and would they have beat him like that if it was a white man? That's something also to take into consideration. Because me personally, I believe the answer is no on both ends. I believe if these were 5 white officers, I don't believe he would have been resisting like that and would have took off running like that. I also believe that this was a white man, they wouldn't have been hitting him like that, to the point that he died from his injuries 3 days later. I don't believe that would have happened like that. But it did happen. And it's sad because we take a loss either way. So you got 6 black people all going down. 6. While the country is watching. Sad. I tell brothers like this, man, if you innocent and you know you ain't do nothing, you know even the thing you did do is minor like that, don't run. Take that little charge, whatever they gonna do. You never know. Brothers be panicking for anything even happens. Sometimes your conversation and personality can get you out of stuff. I done got out of a lot of situations as a result of my personality and things I say out of my mouth. I done had work on me, and because I didn't panic and was humble, I wasn't even searched and patted and had dope on me. Things like that. Many times that happened to me. Officers refusing to run my name through to some degree because of how my personality and character was. And what you're seeing now is so many brothers just dying foolishly for nothing. And it ain't even worth it at the end of the day. Not at all. Condolences to the families of everybody involved. It's sad. It's sad. But like I said, I'm a realist. I deal with real life. We live in America where our population is almost a 500 million. So I know these things occur all over the country that's going to happen. You're dealing with too many people. You're dealing with over almost a 500 million people. So of course you're going to have run-in with authorities, problem, fights and shootings and casualties. That's going to happen. You're dealing with too many people. Then you got a lot of people out here crazy, a lot of people on dope, a lot of people just do stupid, foolish things. So it definitely happens. Sad thing about it is y'all got to understand the program of what's going on at play. If you notice, they rarely broadcast at all white killings by the police. Like white people who actually die by the hands of police. And what's crazy to a lot of people who don't know, it's more white people killed by police officers than black people. White people doubled the numbers of black people that's been killed by police, but they never broadcast it. You know why? Because they want people to stay mad, stay angry, to have reason to actually do on stupid stuff so that crime can continue to happen and you can keep getting punished. And they know the ratings is higher when it is broadcast as a black person being killed rather than a white person. So you rarely even hear about white people getting shot because they don't do the numbers, and they not looking for racial tensions and problems to occur to lead to more arresting crimes and damages. So understand the program and what the system is doing and what they're trying to paint. At the end of the day, make sure you tell your children how to safely protect themselves and what to do when they being pulled over by police. When the police are finna flag you down, you go to a public place where it's actually people where they could be seen. Then if they get offended, be like, why you didn't pull over when we told you to? You tell them, because I just wanted to come to a public place. It's how you talk. No disrespect to you officers, but I'm afraid of police. We see on the news all the time, police killings and shootings. So I just wanted to park at a place that was safe where people could witness me cooperating with you. Things like that. It's just how you handle things, how you do things. But if you innocent and you ain't do nothing, you ain't got no reason to run. You ain't got no reason to flee. You're supposed to be talking to the police in confidence. And even if you did do something wrong, it ain't really no major like that, no big deal. Take that little charge. That ain't nothing. At least you get to live. I tell my kids the same thing. Look, don't wrestle with them people. Don't fight with them people. Cooperate. Because you at a disadvantage. Let them put whatever little charge they going to put on you and call me when you get there and I'll handle these situations. But don't do nothing stupid because we ain't there with you. I don't want to get a call saying you got your brain blew out. I don't want to get no call saying no stupid stuff like that on either end. Either way it go, it's a lose-lose situation for you. You're not finna outrun that CB, that walkie-talkie. You ain't finna outrun that. You ain't finna outdrive that. So once the police they got you on their radar. From that point on, it's basically over. So you might as well just cooperate, because you're not going to win that. You ain't going to win that. You ain't going to get away. You ain't going to even escape. So we'll take our chance in fighting it rather than you dying, and we still got to fight it anyway. So nah, man, don't put yourself in them situations. Don't give them the power and rights over you in your life. I refuse to let them have that. I'm going to make the choice of how I be arrested. I'm not giving them the freedom and right to pull a gun and blow my brains out or beat me to death or choke me to death or something like that. No, I'm going to take that little charge. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But you know how people is, man. People just... Niggas, oh, I don't care, I ain't doing that, I ain't putting on, I ain't letting them do nothing, I'm taking off, I'm doing it. All right, good luck. Good luck. But I know personality and character goes a long way if you know what you're doing. Some people just don't got that. And that's why we're going to keep seeing things like this happening, because a lot of people ain't wise enough to know how to talk to people, because they ain't got good people skills. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question, it's yours. Condolences to the Nichols family and all the officers, also family. Condolences to them too. It's a lose-lose situation. Either way it go, we lose this situation. We lost 6 brothers at one time, just like that. One brother, may his family be in good spirits. And the 5 officers that's now fighting for their freedom, black officers who may end up going to prison for the rest of their lives as a result of what they did. But when it comes to protecting the community, police need to understand and need to be taught. Y'all work for the community. You don't work for the police station. You work for the people. Your job is to protect the people, to have the people's best interests. But at the same time, the people also have to have respect for the officers and knowing that they work for you also. So with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.